Hi, my name is Nicole Gordon. I'm a Liberty University student in the HSCO 511 group counseling class. On Sunday, May 6th at 11:15 a.m., I led a task group dealing with team building. The topic was team building, moving from motivation to movement. And the group consisted of 12 members, African American, male and female, and they were actually members of my local church in Decatur, Georgia. The purpose of the group was to discuss how to improve team building to move beyond ideas to getting results. The group started with me introducing myself to the group members, and the group members in turn introducing themselves to one another. We formed a semicircle and put a table in the middle of us because of the coin icebreaker activity that we had planned. The coin activity involved loose change, and each member was to take change and assemble a logo, a emblem, phrase, a word, anything that had to do with what a team represented. After each individual completed that activity, we went around the room and allowed them to describe their logo or their phrase and what it meant to them and why. The group then took time to take about 15 minutes to discuss what team meant to them. What did it mean to be a part of a team? Using support, using encouragement, using positive feedback definitely helped. I could tell that the group members become more engaged when they felt that they were a part of something, when they felt that their ideas were important and that they mattered. They participated more and their engagement level actually increased. Each member took the time to discuss what that meant to them, and we then broke into dyads to allow them to deepen the focus. And when they broke into the dyads, we asked if they took their best idea for what they thought would increase team membership, specifically focused on ministry and how you could grow your ministry groups, your small groups, and allowing more members to become a part. We had them to deepen their focus by spending time to say, what's the best idea I can come up with that can actually move from just an idea to coming to fruition, to something that we can put into place and actually begin practicing now. And I felt like the icebreaker really was something that was positive because it allowed everybody to loosen up, become a little bit comfortable with one another. The challenge that I faced was a little bit of the time. We had a little logistical setback that moved our time starting initially from 10 a.m. moving into 11:15, but it all ended up working out because it allowed me to have extra time to prep and also allowed some of the members some extra time to get into place. Now the participants really were engaged, and I was excited because I thought initially this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I don't know how engaged they're going to be, but I believe that just the participation level and the excitement actually helped them, with the activity and also relating it, bringing it down to something that was relatable. We use sports as an analogy, and trophies were present for just team activities, just as props to show that being part of a team is important. And when that ultimate prize is a trophy or a banner or whatever the goal is, everyone does their part. And when everyone does their part, the whole team is successful. And basically, no idea was a bad idea. Letting the team members know that whatever input that they had to bring to the table was valuable and was important made them want to participate, made them want to have something to say for the overall good of the group. And I felt that if I would have had to do over again, I would have maybe changed up my time just a little bit more, maybe prepared for a little bit more time. I noticed as feedback was going on within the group that some members had a lot more to say. Some were still a little withdrawn, but they still were able to put their input out there. It was important for me to see that people still had something to say. Some spoke more than others, but everyone did participate and speak, which was very important. And I felt that if I had to do it all over again, I would have arranged the time to be just a little bit longer so that everybody could possibly put exactly what they wanted to say out there without the time constraints. And using it in the future, I think, will be wonderful because as a result of this group, the group members actually want to meet again. And this is something that we're going to implement in our local church, going with fundraisers and membership drives and things of that nature. And everyone was really excited about it, and they want to get started right away. And I believe that this exercise definitely helped to do that, because we did deepen the focus. We used rounds, we used dyads, we used even the nonverbal cues. I scanned the room and looked around to see who seemed to be more interested or more eager to speak than others, and called on some of the members to speak. And it really did open up the conversation and allow everybody to put their ideas on the table and actually take the idea and move it from just having it on paper or as a thought, and saying, what could I actually do to put this into action? And we came up with some really good thoughts on what we could do to bring those ideas to the light. And we're going to have some further meetings down the line outside of this class and outside of this assignment that I believe are going to definitely benefit our local ministry, as well as help the overall development and growth of the members. And it's important to remember as a team that unity and consistency and togetherness, those were the main key words and themes that stood out, that mean a whole lot. If we can all come together, we can be consistent in whatever we're doing, and we can be united, that we can get great results out of it. Thank you very much for your time and for your attention.